Hey everyone, Mark Russo here, and today if you've been told your backswing is way too long and you just can't shorten it, well, I've got the drills for you today. We're going to give you a few options for home and the range to help shorten that backswing and help you hit the ball better. Let's go. Well, welcome in everyone, and today we're talking about shortening your backswing. I have so many students who come in and say, my backswing is too long, my backswing's too long, my buddies tell me it's too long, and I can't stop it. First off, we're gonna teach you today how to do this so that you can make it stick. Because the problem is, when you try and shorten it, sometimes you just don't really understand how to do it, and it just doesn't stay. So our goal today is to give you 3 different drills, one for a home, maybe a couple at the range, that are gonna help you make your backswing get shorter. Now, first thing we want to understand is, what does a long backswing look like? Everybody wants to define it differently, but my take is, if the backswing is getting too much past parallel with your irons, you're probably in most cases a little bit too long. And why is it a bad thing? Well, for a lot of you, you can't control the low point of your golf swing. Plus, when the backswing gets longer, the club face has a tendency to get out of control. So even if you do strike the ball well, it's going to go left, right, and who knows. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to grab a band. And I've got an FMT band here. And these are used for a lot of different things. Physical therapy, all kinds of different things. And they're great. But one thing I want to caution you about, if you use a band for this drill I'm going to give you, make sure it's got plenty of play in it. We don't want something that's too tight that could break, okay? We don't need any injuries here. So you're going to take the band, and we're going to lay it down. And we're going to take our lead foot and step on the band. Now, you're going to have to find the tension level that works for you. The closer I step up the band towards the club, the tighter it is. You want to be careful, because if you get too tight, it gets very difficult on the shoulders. We'll show you that. So I'm going to start down here pretty easy, and I'm going to take the other end and put it under the grip. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a setup here, and we're just going to work on making some turns and stretching the band diagonally away from us. And for me, this is a little bit light, so I'm going to step a little further up on the tubing. And all I want you to do is just work on this. Rotate the body and feel like you are stretching the band away from you. Take your right arm for righties and feel like you're pushing the hands away from the ground. And I want you to feel some stretch here. If you do it incorrectly, we're going to go this way and the band's going to lose the tension. So we want to make sure that we're putting a little bit of push in this and stretching away, okay? Do a bunch of these. And again, listen to your body. If your shoulders don't like this, loosen the tension, okay? A great drill for you to start to feel this. Second option is a classic, the old step drill. Now, one of the reasons that many of you have longer backswings than you would like is not because it's a physical thing, but because change of direction happens too late in your golf swing. One thing I want you to understand is that good players, when their left arm, lead arm for right-handers here, left arm is parallel to the ground in the backswing, they are already starting to change direction, okay? Most of my students finish the backswing and then change direction, oftentimes much too late. And so the club ends up collapsing at the top. So we're going to use a classic step drill to teach you how to do this. So first thing we're going to do here is we're going to do a little practice swing here just to get you to feel this. So what I want you to do is take the ball out for a second and take your setup. Many of you have seen this, but maybe you don't know what it's for. Bring your front foot back to your right, and as you are swinging the club back, left arm parallel to the ground, okay? We're going to start to let that club swing back, and as I do that, I'm going to stride forward and swing through. And you'll notice that my backswing is pretty short there, okay? So we're going to do that a little bit. Swing it back, step through, and finish. We want to get you feeling the change of direction going the other way. But what we don't want is for it to be some quick, abrupt change, which is what often happens for students. So when you're ready, we can even try hitting a ball like this, okay? Again, I've still got a short club here, maybe pitching wedge 8-iron. I've got a pitching wedge here for our next drill, which we'll show you in a sec. But we're going to set up, we're going to draw our feet together, back, and through, okay? Just a nice smooth shot, pulled it a touch, but totally fine. I wanted to feel the change of direction going the other way, okay? So we're gonna try that one more time, all right? Just to get you to do this, nothing too hard, don't feel abrupt, but remember, as you feel the left arm here, we're gonna start to make that change of direction. Let's see, feet together, and through, okay? All right, that's 2. Our next drill is one of my favorites to do with students because oftentimes when I show them video after we do this one, they are shocked at where their swing actually is. It's called the 50-yard pitching wedge, okay? Now, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna take a ball and you're gonna take a pitching wedge. And what I ask the students to do is take a pitching wedge and hit it around 50 yards. Some will hit it further, some will hit it shorter. But most of them will always make a very short backswing and through out here, okay, to hit a 50-yard shot. So I'll hit something around 50 yards, okay? All right, a little further than 50, but no problem there, but very easy swing. I want you to do that a couple of times. Make sure your contact is reasonable, as it was there, okay? Then, here's what you're going to do. And this is where the magic happens, okay? When you set up, the next directive I always give them is, give me your 50-yard backswing, but hit it as far as you can hit it, okay? So now, they've got to recompute the change of direction. So, we'll set up. Now remember, we'll feel what a 50-yard backswing was, but I'm gonna put max effort that direction, okay? So we're gonna go. Now, hit that great. You can be the judge watching the video how far back I took it. You saw my rehearsal to here. I guarantee you I didn't take it that far. And most of my students will do this in the rehearsal swings and the 50-yard shots, and they'll end up here in a great place when they change direction and actually hit the ball. And they're shocked because they think it's waist high. So what's the point there? The point is exaggeration is your friend, and we've got to make sure that we find ways to feel opposites and change of direction. Alternate for me when you go to the range. Short, full, okay? But remember, backswings feel the same, but energy levels change. 50 yards, full. And see if you can start to see a change in your strikes. Okay, so putting it all together, what are our 3 options to make your backswing shorter? Number 1, the band. Stretch that thing. Watch out with your shoulders, but do some work. Feel some resistance there. It'll help you get a sense of where your arms need to be, okay? Drill number 2, step drill. Feet together, left arm parallel, lead arm parallel, step, go. Rather than going here, finishing, and then stepping, okay? Quicker steps. Final drill, 50-yard pitching wedge. Start with small ones, and then take that backswing and make it go full all the way through. If you put some time in, away from the range, at the range, and do some different movements with these drills, I think you're really gonna see a big difference. And the great part about this is not only will your strikes get better, but you'll probably end up hitting it farther because you're going to be creating more energy and you're going to be striking it cleaner. So I hope this helps. We'll see you on the lesson tee.